now we're going to continue our experience moving from prescription to imaging and moving from Switzerland to France. And I would like to ask Mathieu to take the floor.
Good morning, everyone.
He's remote.
Yes.
Did you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me well in the room? Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay. Okay. I would like to share my screen. Okay. I need a few seconds. Okay, do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's start. Today, I'm going to talk to you the national image sharing in France. I would first like to introduce myself and present the ANS quickly and the SEGUR. Here is the summary of the presentation. We will start quickly with the Discover ANS. Then I'll talk to you about SEGUR, National Framework Interoperability. Then I'll talk to you about SEGUR program. Finally, I will present a dream project. Let's start. ANS created in 2009, ANS has the responsibility of promoting the development of shared information system and digital technology in the health field in the national wide. The agency contributes to reinforcement of the efficiency of health policy and the improvement of coordination, efficiency, and quality care. The agency is a member of IHE International, HL7 International, and IHE France, who are three main roles. We regulate e-health in France, we operate major national e-program, and we promote and valorize all e-health initiatives through stimulation, evaluation, and support. SEGUR include interoperability specification with a nationwide scope. This specification constitute a standard in order to exchange information. The SEGUR is a set of specification structure around a series of specific use case. SEGUR is supported by the agency as three lawyers, business lawyers, specific exchange, business content and concept, service lawyer, specific the data exchange of the business lawyer, transport layer, specific the transport of information in support of the service layer. The SEGUR contain for each pan functional spec, study of the need, business concept of the use case. They are not constrained by the standards and profiles selection. Study of profiles and standard, study and selection of the most suitable standards. Technical spec, explain how the technical spec use both select standard for the identified use case. I will now tell you about the SEGUR program. SEGUR du Numérique in France is the biggest challenge with an investment exclusive for the e-Santé in France. Our project DREAM, National Imagery Sharing, is supported by the program SEGUR Numérique. SEGUR Numérique was created with the objective to generalize a smooth and secure transfer of health data between health professionals and patients in order to better prevent and better cure. This program will need Mon Espace Santé, which allow each citizen to oversee his health history and be the main actor of his health. We have two challenges around the program: historic funding, historic investments of 2 billion euros, and giant leap from today 10 million to 250 million document exchange every year via the DMP, German Medical Report on the MS Santé, Secure Health Email National, at the end of 2023. This program is cut light flower with in the center of the flower the patient and his DMP. All software must feed the DMP automatically with health data, documents, and image for the imaging structure. In the sub-program imaging, we find the structure involved such as radiology and nuclear medicine, imaging center, and hospital radiology department. Today, I'm only going to talk to you about radiology. Now, presentation of the DREAM project. It's the sponsor of the project. The DREAM project is supported by all the main actors in radiology and nuclear medicine in France. G4, FNMR, SFR, CNP, MN. It's a main union in France. Focus on the DREAM project. This project focuses on the centralized access to image pointers with profile XDSI and DICOM costs in order to locate and view image exam from source packs by medical professional health records software through a standardized interface. This gateway functionality called Dreambox may be performed by an independent software in front of the packs or directly by the packs. Each vendor chooses the best way to implement compliance. Such a Dreambox has several functions. Fill the DMP with a DICOM manifest, the cost, the key object selection, built from information coming from the packs and the risk trigger by report approval. Provide access to the PACS source, imaging data by supporting image retrieve. DICOM WebOS to remote consuming Dreambox install on the remote RIS packs and DPI. Provide an image display tool host on the source Dreambox to be accessed by any remote web browser using a viewer DICOM web, ZFP zero footprint. The functionality above rely on specification published in the National e-Health Interoperability Framework. These are based on IHE profile, XDS, XDSI, WIA, etc., along with HL7 CDA Release 2 and the DICOM standard. Now, here's the general workflow of the project. I will describe it to you. First, we'll use two authentication modes for this service. The first authentication mode about DMP R, which based on certificates issued by a PKI, GC Santé of the ANS. ANS distributes the certificates to access to the national DMP. The profile used in the project are principally IHE XDS, XDSI-B, WIA. The teleradiology and emergency are not in scope. Now I will explain the workflow to you. First, the initiator system At the bottom left, a technician is making an examination. This examination is stored on his PACS. A medical report of this examination is drafted and validated by the radiologist. This validation triggers the creation of an image pointer, COS, key-objet selection. This COS is generated by reading the metadata information from the medical report and using the exam data store in the PACS source. The COS will be sent to the patient DMP via the Dreambox source. The DMP has an XDS registry and repository. It's existing. Next button, right. Consultation by the radiologist of the DMP and image store in the PACS source. This action triggers the following in the background. The Dreambox console gets the COS from the DMP. The URL of the Dreambox source is extracted from the COS. The image transfer starts either to the Dreambox console viewer or to the PACS. The radiologist can see image either on this PACS viewer or on his Dreambox console viewer with the DICOM viewer. We have a second use case for the generalist practitioner. Center right on the picture. From a medical report consultation by a general practitioner of the image store in the PACS with no Dreambox console. All general practitioners habilitated to read the medical report can click on the URL within the medical report. From their web browser, they access to the Dreambox source of the imagery center where the examination was done. They display the examination from the web viewer integrate within the Dreambox source. That was the big picture. The Dreambox has two roles, Dreambox source and Dreambox consommatrice. The project has started last year in October. It is divided into 8 sprints with steps. Some case steps with imaging interoperability specification, thesis, for public comment in the sprint 3 right now. Right now we have to reread the specification of Dreambox. To the left, we will find the list of vendors participating in the project meeting. We have a small vendor, French vendor, such as EDL, NES, and we have international vendors such as General Electric, Philips, Siemens. The Dream project regularly communicates, requests inputs from the vendor and the radiology communities to write the specification. Linked to the deliverable products, the national platform concertation in the first link, and the second link, it's the imagery section of the SEGUR program. You will find, okay. We use 2 main profiles, sharing imaging manifest from the Dreambox source to the National Patient Dossier, DMP, Dreambox source to imaging document source, and DMP to document repository and document registry. The DMP is based on the XDS profile for the project needs. The DMP is upgraded to the XDSI point B profile, which allow image sharing. The transaction RED 68 transaction allow to send the cost to the DMP, provide on register transaction. Standard DICOM part 3.3 key-objet selection document, we choose the cost that contains the image object, reference as a URL with a retrieve location. When the imaging report is validated by the radiologist using the study instance UID within the report header, the Dreambox function builds the image medical manifest with the necessary XDSI metadata and sends it to the DMP. access image, following access on the DMP to the COS, consuming Dreambox access imaging from the source Dreambox console to image document consumer. The Dreambox console retrieves the COS, transaction ITI 18 next ITI 43 to retrieve the document COS. One deviates from the XDSI profile by using WADU RS instead of WADU URI. As WADU RS is more flexible and is becoming widely used, the RAD 55 transaction is replaced by the RAD 107 of the IHE-WAI profile. The DECOM viewer hosted by the consumer Dreambox offer a single user interface to the viewing health professional. The source DECOM viewer may also be accessed to the source Dreambox through a web call. We wrote several PAN within the project. Three layers in physics: service layer, business layer, service layer, linked to the delivered produce as they are in consultation phase with the link. Main coming action within the Dream project. Dream function specific. Actually, we read the specification, the functionality specification about the Dreambox and the DICOM viewer. Test tool and test plans. This test tool and test plan will be offered to vendor of their international testing and the user for the product to retrieve the SEGUR compliance label. There are next step on the 2022, beginning 2023, test a proof of compliance to SEGUR requirements. This element will soon be worked on. That's finished. Thank you for your attention. Should you have any question, you may contact us in my email, Mathieu Bajat, or my consultant, Joseph Vernet. Thank you for all.
Well, thank you, Mathieu. Thank you very much.